We stood and signed 6 additional SNAP waivers. Louisiana, Texas, West Virginia, Colorado, waivers for what? States to stop the selling of sugary drinks and junk food. But in those states, no longer can you use taxpayer dollars to do it.
It is being called a major win for the MAHA movement. It is a major win. It's not just being called that. More states removing junk food from SNAP programs, that's food stamps, prioritizing real nutrition over processed snacks, sugary drinks. That brings the total to 12 states, so 12 so far, all restricting SNAP purchases of unhealthy foods, beverages, under the new USDA waivers.
All right, people. Let somebody talk about this for real for a change. You heard what she said. You heard the states. Let's name them again. Idaho, Utah, Colorado, Nebraska, Iowa, Indiana, West Virginia, Florida, Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and the great state of Texas. They've all signed waivers to eliminate sugary snacks. I understand though. Hey, look, you know what? This is not going to be that kind of video. I'm not going to come out here and say, hey, that's bad. You must let me get my Snickers bar and my Coca-Cola. No, not saying that. Not at all. But what I am going to say is, your ass better have a backup plan. It's Coach Simmons here, and I'm going to do a little something different today. I'm going to talk about the government because, shit, I'm bored. Look at the maps on the screen right now. SNAP enrollment, percent by county population. No car, no supermarket store within a mile. These are called food deserts. And the highest rates of diabetes. And just because I know every conversation about food stamps, at some point in time it breaks down to a race thing. I put the chart up there for you in the top right corner. So let's look at it real quick. My beloved South. The South Side. All those maps seem to overlap, don't they? People getting food stamps. People who have food deserts. People who have diabetes. Let's break down every single one of those real quick. This is per county. We know the food stamp queen that y'all been promoted on is the single black mama. And people saying, well, why isn't the black daddy in the house? That's a whole different discussion. And trust me, one day I will break it down for you. But right now, it's not the single black person. It's not the single black family. What it is poor people. If you really want to break down what this is going on, people who have no money. Also been affected by this thing called redlining. See, people talk about reparations. They always want to go back to slavery. They want to skip the time around 1920 to 2001. They want to skip that time because that time you can still be affected by it. The food deserts seem to go around redlining. People of color were not allowed to buy certain things, own certain things, get loans in certain parts of the country, certain parts of neighborhoods. Which is why, fuck it, let's talk about it. Which is also why you think about it, the whole Cadillac thing with black people has come about. People say Cadillac is a black-only car. That's because back in the Great Depression, when the banks had no money, black people were the only ones who had money. Because we couldn't get a bank loan. Couldn't get a bank. So they had cash. They saved Cadillac. But the banks made it harder from there. They found out you had money. They let black folks get banks, get bank accounts in certain parts of the banking system. But at the same time, you couldn't get a loan at certain parts of your area. Which leads directly to this. Not only is it was not allowed to have fresh food sold in stores because they couldn't own the damn stores. Look at this also has the most concentrated places of Dollar Generals, the most concentrated places of fast food. So, if you truly, and I'm gonna give you an option, if you are truly behind this to make for the betterment of human life and poor people, if you are truly about that, here's a plan for you. Those same damn banks that benefited from redlining, those same universities that benefited from taking land to stretch their colleges, the same government facilities that went ahead and did, you know, they took land from people, eminent domain, they call it. How about you give that land back? Not reparation, not just to black people. Because you have the states, and I said them before, and I'll say them again for those in the back. The great states of Idaho, Utah, Colorado, Tejas, Nebraska, Iowa, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Florida. You have West Virginia. You have the biggest concentrations of SNAP enrollment, diabetes, as well as a food desert. See, I grew up in Texas, and we're like to pretend that we had the business model of Republican Party. It's all about getting up from your bootstraps, right? Get your money, make your businesses, do that kind of thing. That's what they told us. So I'm just going to project that onto you. Why don't you let people who are from the communities, not outside investors, we don't want to see no damn hedge funds pop up and buy up all the property in the neighborhood. Let people who live there for at least 10 years get a loan to go ahead and open up a fresh food place, a restaurant, not a fast food restaurant, but a freaking restaurant in their communities. Because there are places, I did videos before about how Grambling, Louisiana finally got a damn grocery store. But you wouldn't hear that, would you? You just want a soundbite. Well, if you want to have a soundbite of having no sugary snacks, which is fine, I understand it. But if someone works a 12-hour job, comes home after a hard day of work, they may want a Coca-Cola. Or hell, they're the president of America. They may want a Diet Coke and a thing of KFC. Coach Simmons, have a good day.